Do you like Elden Ring?
I mean, to be honest, you probably do, or else you wouldn't have clicked on this video. Uh, if you are struggling with the final boss of the DLC, like I have, then normally I would just say, do whatever you feel makes you comfortable. Do anything that makes you feel fun, but this boss makes it pretty much damn near impossible to play freely. All you really need is either meta weapons or fucking deflecting hard tier or shield poke. And I don't like shield poke, but it was the best option for pretty much what I was dealing with. So without further ado, I'm going to get into something more comfortable, and I'm going to show you the build I used to beat Consort Madonna New Game +1. Alright, now that I have switched to something more comfortable, allow me to get in the specifics of the build. Yeah, I'm aware there are better shields, and I'm going to show you a couple shields that you could probably use in preference to the Distinguished Greatshield here. I just kind of grabbed it because it was one of the first shields with decent holy resist and 100 physical that I saw with the no skill Ash. So let's just get to what I use here. A Bloody Lance +25 with Craigblade. I did not trust myself using anything that wasn't fully upgraded. So, had to slap that baby on. Had a seal for my buffs and my one offensive incant that I ended up not really using. Obviously this. I wore the Lionel set because while, yeah, it has less physical absorption than both Verdigris and Bullgoat, it has more holy negation, and phase 2 was a bitch. So I didn't really want to deal with that. The Dragon Crest Greatshield Talisman and Golden Braid is going to be the most resistances, sorry for my finger, the most resistances you're going to generally get in terms of defense. Obviously the Greatshield Talisman for the ability to boost your guarding. And I made a mistake in my fight. Turns out I was medium rolling the whole time without a Great Jar Arsenal. So obviously the two-headed turtle talisman is going to be your best bet. My physic of choice was Stone Barbed Crack tier and Green Burst Crystal tier. And even with this and Craigblade, like, I did not break his stance once. And let's see, fully buffed, we are getting about 1,974 damage with Golden Vow and Flame Grant at 99 strength, which is fucking ridiculous, by the way. And it was maybe about a third of the damage when, obviously hitting him. My one offensive incantation was Scarlet Aeonia, and to be honest, I never really found a moment to use this because he's just so fast. He's just very fast. For a lot of people who also don't know, Craigblade does not get buffed with the Shard of Alexander. That's for people who don't know and not fucking know-it-alls. And pretty much this was just this was pretty much the gameplay. You can see I can even do this with one hand. It's very boring. I guess real quick I could show you some better options if you wanted to try this version out. The Golden Greatshield actually has more holy resist and guard boost while having 100 physical with no skill. So you could honestly use this and keep your medium load. If I can find it here really, really quick. I'm kind of just looking off at my own screen here. Sorry if I'm wiggly. I can't really find it. Yeah, there you go. You could use the Antspur Rapier, and this is the one I have with Poison Mist and on Blood Infinity. You would be able to do, your Scarlet Rot, your Bleed, and a Poison buildup. with this, and this is if you're just trying to absolutely obliterate him, because you can still just hide behind and do really quick shield pokes instead. Honestly, this would probably work better, but, you know, put it to 25. Plus 25. And then, of course, once you're done with this fucking piece of shit boss, you just slap the Commander standard down and you claim this bitch as your own. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I beat Concert Radon. There are obviously better ways to do this and more stylish ways to do this, but I am not that good at the game. And this is on New Game Plus. So, like, I just wanted to have the utmost security. And if you're wondering, you know, why my stats are so over-leveled, the 99 strength and 60 faith was for my original challenge run of Stone of Garank only, and I managed to beat the base game, and I managed to beat Melania, and I managed to beat like 3/4 of the DLC bosses with that spell, or incant, sorry, but Consort Radon is kind of impossible to do anything fun and creative with him, so I just went with this. And I guess in the future I may or may not make more Elden Ring content whenever I'm free. I hope you guys have a good week.